Hello everyone, and welcome back to Signs and Wonders Tarot. And yes, it's all happening today, a Sunday afternoon, turning the readings out. I think this is it for today, and it might be how it goes in future, where I just do a burst of readings and then have a bit of a break and another burst. I'm not sure, but anyway, today for some reason there's a ton of energy that I want to tap into, and this reading is one that I've been asked to do on this channel quite a long time ago, and it's about Jeffrey Epstein. Is he still alive? A lot of people are speculating that he is. That story seems to have come back around again in the wake, that's an unfortunate word, of the 3 million document drop that has just happened. And I allegedly cited, there's the video released of the orange jumpsuit in his cell in the hours around his death. There have been allegations he's been playing video games, all kinds of things. So we're not going to go into those. We're going to stick with the Edgar Allan Poe tarot for this mini Celtic cross. I'm going to ask quite literally, where is he? Just an identifying card for him situation. I'm going to ask, is he dead or alive? I'm going to ask about why he was unalived, or was he unalived? We're going to ask that question. Was he unalived? We'll look at the official narrative and why we're being told what we're being told, and we'll look at the circumstances around his death and what we are going to find out. So is he alive or not? Was he unalived? And so on with the Edgar Allan Poe tarot. It feels like I've got the energy that I need in these cards. See what's going on with Jeffrey. What a nasty man he was or is. Dreadful. And what a dreadful world we live in, with so many dreadful people who were so happy to participate in his fun and games. Underlying energy, we've got the Star. Aquarian energy, that's who he is. He's an Aquarius. A star is very interesting, because whatever you think of him and his mortal soul or whatever, the star is very indicative of the afterlife for me, as an underlying energy of no longer being in material form. It's a soul, it's the soul's journey into realms unknown, into a more disembodied, more spiritual place. But Aquarian energy as well, and he was an Aquarian. I'm talking about him in the past tense. Absolutely, I have just checked again. So definitely his energy. Interesting that it's depicted as a young girl. Isn't it interesting? Anyway, I guess that there was a reception committee for him there. And not a good one with that energy. We know of at least one who is also in the spirit realm now, thanks, shall we say, allegedly, to Jeffrey and his playmates. I'm just going to pause and shift my microphone, and I'm back. And so, signifier for him, and right now. And we got the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is very powerful, very dynamic, very virile energy. And what it's telling me is you could interpret that as a sign of life, a very vivid sign of life. Interestingly, allegedly there are offspring floating around, and that's coming through energetically in that Ace of Wands. It is life force, Wands, very much so. But that's not how it's reading for me. We're going to ask the direct question next, so don't worry. What it's reading for me is that all this stuff is coming out, because there's all those papers that would have been secret, and now there's this radiant kind of energy, very, very focused, that we can read them now, we can see them. They've been exposed and revealed. It's not normally how I would read the Ace of Wands. And I did start this reading with the good old Rider-Waite Tarot, but it still had the wrong energy in it because I've been doing so many readings today. And so I had to put it away. And I kind of got a tap on my shoulder from Jeffrey. We had a bit of a chat. No, not that one. You need to go back to the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. So here I am, and here this is. So just for what it's worth, it was a bit of a spooky moment. Okay. I'm being told to bring this card out too, just by the way. That's looking at me at the bottom of the tarot deck, the King of Wands, and it's in reverse. If you want the Hellfire and Brimstone, well, there it is. We'll leave it on the tarot table. It's there. This is the question, alive or not alive? What do we have? And we've got the Queen of Wands. Interesting. Someone knows. And I don't know what sign she is, but his accomplice, his playmate, chief playmate, who is still in the clink, Ghislaine. There's the Queen of Wands. If anyone knows what's really going on, that's the Queen of Wands. So I'm not getting a direct answer. Not getting a direct answer. I'm going to have to ask the question again. She knows. She knows what's going on. She's giving the side eye there. It's a very shady look on that Queen of Wands face, in my opinion. That's an interesting energy. We're going to ask the question again. So, was he unalived by someone else down here? Hidden energy. Was he unalived by someone else? Now that's a nasty card. Is it not? A nasty, nasty card. The more the kind of energy I would be expecting to see on this tarot table. We have this sense of someone who's got this energy around him, this protection around him, which is the Knight of Wands. It's ring-fenced, it's guard up, supposed to be safe in the cell. No one can access, no one can reach him, no one there. That is, for me, looking at that card and with that demonic figure above him, that for me is someone who's on their own, with their own thoughts, with their own demons, with their own torment. There. I'm not seeing someone else. What about the official narrative that we've been told? Do we need to believe it? Do we need to question it? We've got the Magician in reverse. We need to question it. Smoke and Mirrors card. The Magician is all about trickery, is all about spin, is all about pretending, gaslighting, sleight of hand, lies, deception. So, I started this reading thinking dead. I'm tending to think there's been some serious gaslighting going on. Let's look at the circumstances of his alleged death over here, past. And we have temperance, patience, a healing, and we even have an island in the background. It's not the kind of energy you would expect to see when someone was being unalived or unaliving themselves. Not at all. That's like almost being rescued, saved, swept away. And honestly, I was a skeptic coming into this reading. I thought, no, come on, surely. I was in the camp of unalived rather than unaliving self. That's where I was. Future. What are we going to find out in future? What are we going to find out in future? We got the 8 of Wands, and it's in reverse. We are not going to find out, because the 8 of Wands is communication. We'll talk about those birds. Well, let's talk about the birds going through the open window. That is release, freedom. Absolutely. It's in reverse. We are not going to find out. We're not going to be told the news, the truth, or whatever is going to be. That's me kicking the table. Is going to be suppressed. It's going to be suppressed. So the rumor, the whatever, is going to continue. Come out like that. This King of Wands, the hellfire, the brimstone. That's his energy. That's absolutely his energy that's come out there. That's where he's headed. But there are plenty of reasons on the tarot table right now to believe that he hasn't quite arrived there yet. There's the reception committee, as I said, waiting. But again, there are reasons to believe that he was all alone in his cell, no one else there. We're being gaslit. We're being lied to. Yeah, you can look at the documents. You can see them now. The hand that wrote them is gone. But where's it been spirited away to? And really, I'm getting a very strong sense of spirited away. I'm going to ask again. Dead or alive? Dead. Oops, something flew. I've got the High Priestess and it's in reverse. And it's a secrets card. There's a mausoleum. It's in reverse. Secret societies, mysteries, occult, well-kept secret, a female guarding that energy, guarding that entrance into the unknown. Absolutely. It's like that. She knows everything. She's not saying. I think the mausoleum is waiting, but I don't think he's arrived there quite yet. Hand on heart, would not have expected that at the start of this reading. Hope you can find more out than I can. I'm just really quite shocked. That's it from me for today. I think we've run out of steam now. You'll all be happy to know. And thank you for watching. I will see you again soon.